Hello, my name is Rucht Doleo-Schwartz. I am the founder of the Fashion Institute of Florida, a vocational fashion school in North Miami. For over a decade, we have been teaching individuals hands-on skills on every area of the fashion industry. But besides teaching fashion, our mission is to serve and motivate our students to fulfill their dreams and to become the best version of themselves. We are seeing the need and demand for the kind of education that we are offering here at the Fashion Institute of Florida. Our mission is growing larger. Because of that, we are looking to relocate and expand. But we need your financial support in order to do that. So I'm asking you to donate any amount that you can. Every single dollar is going to be used toward the expansion and relocation so we can build a better, larger school to serve any individual that want to gain the fashion industry skill to become financially independent and to have a better life. But before making your donation, please watch a few of the videos testimonial from past students so you can understand the impact that the Fashion Institute of Florida is making in the South Florida community.
I don't know. I think this just one day I found on Instagram a workshop, like just a 1 day workshop on a Saturday, and I took it. It was last year. It was August 27th last year. And I knew after that I left here that day that I wanted to do this direction. And so here I'm at, 51 years old, like, be realizing a dream at this point in my life. But I'm here and I'm like, could not be happier.
Hi, my name is Nelson Fraga and I'm a recent graduate of Fashion Institute of Florida. I started 2 years ago without knowing how to sew, and I changed my career and I did something that I never thought that I could do, and I could not be happier.
My experience with FIF has been more than I can imagine. I've had wonderful professors that have guided me through every step. I went into the school without knowing how to sew, and now I made my 3-look collection.
I'm so excited to be standing before you this year as an FIF alumni. I felt great honor when I received the phone call from Rucht Doleo-Schwartz offering me to speak to you all tonight on how this school has transformed my life to this very day. So let's do a little backstory. Let's rewind to 2020 in the midst of a pandemic that shifted the lives of so many. I ran into a post made by a former track and field teammate of mine from high school who was taking courses at FIF. I began doing research about this small school in North Miami owned by a Dominican fashion designer, and I was so intrigued, I immediately scheduled a tour with hopes of enrolling into their upcoming How to Make Bathing Suits course. I was nervous as I parked in front of the school for my appointment. There I met a then pregnant Rucht who somehow steered my path towards sewing for beginners instead. I was committed to indulging in all the knowledge this course had to offer. There in my first day of class, I met Miss Baez, my fashion queen. Her enthusiasm and knowledge poured into us every moment throughout the course. When I was concluding the course, that was at the time 14 weeks long, I was not completely sure of what route I'd be taking. Then I received a call from Rucht, asking me if I wanted to work at FIF as her assistant. And she pushed me to do the 2-year program where I'd be working by day and taking classes at night. I felt unsure, but I also felt excited, and I took on the journey with an open mind and an open heart. My experience while working as the administrative assistant at FIF was fruitful, to say the least. I was in my element every day, surrounded by people who shared the same passions as me. I always think back and wonder if I would have survived going through the program if I hadn't been working there. But the school became my home. I felt the highest of highs and the lowest of lows that come with the art of studying hands-on fashion. And somehow I survived all of the 20 courses, 3 fashion shows, and working nearly full-time alongside Rucht. Towards the end of the program, required to complete internship hours, and I ended up in Doral at a luxury resort fashion brand called JBQ. low-impact fashion brand. They do everything in-house, from creative design to sample making, cutting, and production. Everything is handmade ethically. I worked hands-on with the design team during my internship, and as my internship came to an end, I heard of an open position at the company for administrative work to be working directly alongside the head of operations. I couldn't believe I was getting the opportunity to work in the industry when I hadn't even graduated from fashion school just yet. I put on my big girl pants and took all the work ethic that Rucht had instilled in me. Today I stand here and I can say that I've already worked my way up the ladder and was recently promoted to be the production manager, where I oversee the production floor. I'm assigning styles to seamstresses and I'm supervising the cutters. The most vital part of my job is to plan accordingly. Looking back 5 years, I never thought I'd be in this position as early as I am now. That small fashion school in North Miami, owned by a Dominican fashion designer, molded me into the person I am today. I'm so grateful for Rucht and all the instructors who have taught me everything I know. They taught me so well. I'm now an instructor teaching basic sewing at FIF on the weekends. One thing that remains true, this school is my home.
For this collection, this is a reflection of myself, my identity as Asian. So that was amazing. If one of you want to follow this dream, this